Coastguard Rescue. Coastguard Rescue.
No, I can't hear no. And it's not me. And then,
Hello, this is Coastguard. This is the Coastguard. What assistance do you require?
my turn.
It was a bit disturbing, certainly. I mean, I knew it was a difficult call because I was trying to keep the phone from getting soaked by the waves.
We're used to listening out for certain words, listening out for certain phrases. So in a sense, you tune yourself in to be able to pick out the information that you need.
I felt secure in the sense that I had these big inflated yellow bladders around my head, and that the PLB had gone off. So I knew that at some point someone would hopefully come and rescue me.
Where we've got people in the water, vessels potentially sinking, speed is absolutely of the essence.
I just paused the boat, went head to wind in order to just free a couple of reefing lines that had got a bit caught up, which meant that I was reaching up to the boom to do that, but the boom was central, so that's not really that difficult. But the next thing I knew, I was under the boat.
The first that we knew about it wasn't actually the phone call, but he had a personal locator beacon attached to his life jacket. And the first that we knew that there was a problem was that we received that beacon activation here at the Joint Rescue Coordination Centre, which was then followed quite soon afterwards by a 999 call.
I tried to get back in, but couldn't. I thought I would release the harness and try and catch the transom of the boat and reach the safety ladder, which unfortunately was on the other side. So I did release the harness, but I didn't manage to catch hold of the boat, so the boat carried on and left me there.
We're trained always that we have to get a position first and as quickly as possible, and obviously as accurately as possible. And with modern emergency beacons, they do give us a very accurate position. And it allowed me, as a search and rescue mission coordinator, to formulate a plan as to how we were going to find this gentleman and rescue him.
This quite large motorboat came past quite close, and I literally just shouted, and he stopped. So the Exmouth inshore lifeboat arrived first at the motorboat and took me off.
Peter did do exactly the right thing. He had a beacon, he'd registered the beacon activated when it was supposed to, i.e. either when he pressed the activation button or possibly when he entered the water, because some beacons will activate upon being submerged. And he also did the right thing by calling 999 and asking for the Coast Guard.
I mean, we all find ourselves in some sort of situation or other at some time, but you try and avoid it and try and guard against it, but sometimes these things happen. I don't actually still know what did happen, what propelled me into the water. In my case, the boat had a radio. I had a handheld radio, but not when I went into the water. So now I will make sure that I have the handheld radio attached to me all the time as well.
My advice and tips would be life jackets, essential. Check your vessel, make sure that if it's been laid up for a period of time over the winter, a bit like a car that hasn't been used, they need to check everything works. We deal with a lot of incidents at the beginning of the season, sort of around about Easter time, where often boat owners have had their boats ashore, they've not used them, they've put them in the water, and off they've gone, not necessarily making critical checks that everything's working as it should be. So life jackets, check your vessel, make sure that you've maintained it appropriately, and get a beacon, whether it's an EPIRB or a PLB, but buy a beacon and make sure it's registered.